Hi, it's day 6 of my water fast. Feeling good. It's just a very low energy day for me. So, yeah, I'm continuing to have some symptoms. I got my puppy here. This is Lacey. She wants to go outside, but it's snowing and I don't feel like going out there right now. I slept really good last night. I slept for about 8 hours. That's the first time I've slept that long this entire fast. So that felt really good to just lay there. I mean, I woke up probably 3 times or so, but I fell back asleep right away. I keep having really weird dreams, and still not really knowing what they're meaning, but it's interesting. I'm still having some different detox symptoms now. My pee smells really bad, and it's like just a strange color. I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm drinking like at least 2 liters a day, so it's not dehydration. And I have strange BO and even more grosser, thicker white coating on my tongue. All the fun stuff that happens with fasting, but it's really good. I'm glad that everything is getting cleaned out. One interesting thing that I've been really starting to notice is a lot of the times why it's been hard for me to sleep at night is because I'm having cravings, and it's not unhealthy food usually. It's like, I mean, I've written down a huge list of things that I want to try and make once I'm done fasting. But I'm starting to notice all the ways that I've reached for food when I'm not really hungry, and it's for comfort or to help me sleep because it kind of like numbs me or it dulls my mind. And I usually, before I started fasting, would eat at night. Like, that would be my biggest meal, and that's why it's the hardest for me to sleep at night, is because I'm used to having a meal. And it'd usually be like a savory meal. It wouldn't be fruit or something like that. And I'd also use food to comfort myself, or if I'm stressed or sad or bored. And I'm starting to learn, you know, that's not an option right now. And it kind of drove me nuts at first because I didn't really know how to comfort myself without food. And I didn't think it was like that big of a problem, but it is. Like, when I am using food to help some kind of a emotional condition that I'm having, it's just pushing those emotions down rather than dealing with it. So I've had to find different ways, like taking a bath or reading or meditating or doing some breathing exercises or playing with my dog or, you know, something. And it's been pretty enlightening. So I've written down a list of things that I want to change after my fast, like actually listening to myself, not going for my first instinct, which is to eat, but trying to like figure out what I actually need in that moment whenever I'm wanting food, when I'm not actually hungry. Another thing is eating more slowly in smaller bites. I used to really rush through when I was eating, especially if I was hungry, or just eat it really, really fast. And that's not really good for digestion, and you don't really taste it, and it's not really appreciating the food for what it is. So that's another thing I want to change. And I wanted to clarify something that I said in my last video about the gallstones and the bile. So your body produces about 1 quart to 1 liter of bile per day, and that slowly gets distributed out every time you eat something. It puts some into your intestines, your small intestines, to help digest food, and then when you start fasting, it has nowhere to go, so it starts to build up. And a lot of people, when they're fasting, they actually throw it up, and some people pass it naturally, so through their bowels. So, or, you know, some people it doesn't happen at all. But I think it would have probably happened for me if I hadn't done the enema, I think it just stimulated it a little bit faster. And that's fine, but it wasn't, I mean, and it was very toxic. It's because it gets all the toxins from the blood. Some of the toxins go through your liver and then you pee it out, and then some of them go from your blood into your bile, and then it comes out your bowels. So it wasn't necessarily just because it was so toxic it just had to come out. It just had nowhere to go because there was no food for it to help digest. So I was just kind of a little bit off on that, and I wanted to clarify it. And other than that, there's not any real changes. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to say is that I decided to stop weighing myself for the remainder of my fast, because when I weighed myself this morning, I weighed 101 pounds. And I know it's all good. My body's in the process of deconstructing so that it can reconstruct itself in a way that's more efficient. But I don't want any negative thoughts creeping up in my mind about the fast. I have lost more weight than I thought I was going to, and it's okay, but I just don't want to have any bad thoughts in my mind about it. So that's all. I'll probably weigh myself on the last day just for reference, but I don't need to know. It doesn't matter, and I'll be fine because I trust this and I trust myself. So that's about it for today, I think, and I'm just gonna go and lay down because I'm kind of weak today and probably read and stuff. So I'll see you tomorrow for day 7.